So our next speaker is Charalabos Stathopoulos, who's a civil engineer and camp leader, and he will be talking about green action for clean forests.
Hello, I am Charalabos. I'm here to talk about the project that took place 3 years ago in the forest of Sinias. The project was about bringing people together to clean and keep clean the forest of Sinias and to promote the synergy between the local organizations and the group of people that cared about this forest. Sinias is 40 kilometers from Athens, near Marathona, and is about 14 square kilometers next to the sea. It has many lakes with salt and clean water, and it's considered to be a national park which belongs to Natura 2000. As you may know, is an ec4la network of nature protection areas. Project lasted, this is the forest of Sinias. You can see it's next to the sea, and it's quite big. The project lasted 3 days long, and we were about 25 volunteers that were called leaders, and our job was to organize the whole project. The first day, here we are some of the volunteers, the leaders, not all the volunteers. The first day, which was the most important, difficult and challenging one, we had to collect as many garbage as possible from the forest and the roads around it, and to collect all branches and pines which were pretty flammable. As you can see here, we have divided the forest in several areas, and each area had around 3 or 4 leaders. Yeah. That day came many volunteers, boy and girl scouts, athletic clubs, small local groups for the protection of Sinias, and volunteers from the Red Cross and many others, and everyone who cared about the forest and was willing to do something about it for 1 day. Every group of people had 1 or 2 leaders to guide it, and we were assigned to guide them through the paths in the forest and to show them where are the garbages or where are the goods that they have to collect. Here you see them collecting goods. We try to show them how to separate the garbages from recycled and unrecycled ones, if they are clean, if they have to recycle. And here some children, some scouts. And the project was about this, what these kids are doing is collecting all branches and pines, cut them into sawdust, and use it as a fertilizer. So we minimize the danger of fire. And also used as a form of recycling, as you can see in the pictures. There were areas where there are too many garbages. Here you can see a small house, about 10 square meters, and we collected from it, if I remember correct, more than 50 big bags of garbages. That big. It was unhealthy. We did this only liters because the volunteers were little children and we were not prepared for this. Neither did we. At the end of the first day, we collected all the phone numbers and emails for the people who wanted to participate in another day and want to help and organize with themselves for the protection of Sinias. The other 2 days, that was the project, was about bringing school children with their teachers to Sinias forest, and by several fun and educational activities, we tried to show them how to protect and respect and love the forest of Sinias. Here is a photo from our last page, our last day, from all the leaders. What we could have done better about this project? We could have covered a smaller area because it was too big, and not so many people came. Many people came, but not so many for 40,000 for 14 square kilometers. And also the volunteers didn't group together, so they see how they made an impact and how many were they, how many were they, and how many people needed to keep the forest clean and protected. Also, we never gave them, we never gathered them and gave them credit for their hard work, and we told them that they have to commit to it to keep the forest clean and clean and protected. But what we did well was that we gathered all the people that cared about Sinias and willing to do work, and we brought together different kinds of people from different ages, for example, Boy Scouts and local organizations for the protection of Sinias, and we showed them that they can work together if they have the same goal and the same passion. Also, we cleaned not all, but a very large area of Sinias, and we showed the people that were there swimming or taking a walk in the forest that someone is trying to make a difference there, someone is trying to keep the forest clean, and not everyone is throwing their garbage in the forest like they used to do. We are all one, it was our motto that day, and we tried very hard these 3 days. We cleaned the forest, but that was not enough. People had to brought together again by themselves and not by ELIX, because it is a job that has to be done every year, and I hope they do. I don't know if they do it. That's all. Thank you.